Imagine waking up to blaring sirens and missile strikes outside your window. That's the terrifying experience a Roanoke mother and daughter had while visiting Jerusalem. They rushed to the airport, arriving just in time to get the final seats on a plane back home. Tonight, they're only sharing their story with WDBJ 7's Patsy Montesino. So Patsy, this isn't the family's first trip to Israel, so why were they there?
Natalie, Christy Robers has been to Israel 7 times in the last 10 years. She says visiting the country changed her life. That is why she wanted her 3 daughters to have the same experience. But this time, she says they didn't know if they'd make it out alive.
In front of the Sea of Galilee.
For Christy Robers and her family, trips to Israel are nothing new. But that all changed Saturday morning.
I knew we needed to get out.
Robers was in Jerusalem with her 14-year-old daughter, Sophie. It's a trip she's taken with her other 2 daughters. It's a family tradition. But this time, sirens started sounding, shaking the 2 out of bed.
I actually had to Google, what do you do when you hear a siren in Israel?
As Hamas militants began firing rockets into the area, they knew they needed to find shelter. Roberts began frantically searching for flights back to the U.S.
It was the last 2 seats, and they were together.
With the flight secured, their next challenge was finding a way to the airport in Tel Aviv, about 30 miles away.
We went through 2 car services and 3 different taxi drivers that would take the fare and then drop it.
Within an hour of them arriving at the airport, the area was attacked. With hundreds trying to leave the country, there was not enough space for everyone to take shelter.
My daughter and I were still out standing next to the window and hearing and feeling the bombs. It felt like they were bombing the airport because we just didn't know, and we couldn't get in to the stairwell.
Hamas is claiming to have fired rockets towards the same airport where Robers and Sophie were hiding, hoping to survive.
But we looked at each other, and it was like we both knew that was going to be it. That we felt like it was going to be hit, and we were going to die.
Eventually, the bombing stopped. They rushed to board a plane to Washington, D.C. They landed Sunday morning, trying to grasp what had happened.
Everyone was just living life. And in Israel, people were just trying to stay alive.
They reunited with their loved ones in Roanoke later that morning, thankful to be alive. Robert says they both want to move forward without fear. Natalie, she says they are praying for everyone who has been killed.
Absolutely, and they are so fortunate and lucky to be alive, and we're so glad that they're back here in the U.S. Patsy Montesinos, thank you.